What is going on, everyone? Welcome into Big Time Football Talk. So it was rumored today from Matt Miller, an ESPN insider, that the Lions really love Tyree Wilson. And man, does this make me happy because Tyree Wilson is a beast. I mean, this dude, if you want to go listen to my full breakdown of him, you go back and watch my edge rankings. Tyree Wilson came in at number 2, but I got that shifted now. He's my number 1 edge rusher. This dude is just he's a problem. Long arms, 6'6", 270. I know that's always the first topic of conversation when you talk about Tyree Wilson, but this dude just, if you like one guy physically dominating another man, and sometimes even multiple men, whether it's tackles or guards, then you'll be a big fan of Tyree Wilson's film. Truly recommend that you go watch some of his tape if you're a Lions fan, just so you can see what's in store if you draft this guy. There's several cut-ups on YouTube. The Oklahoma game, the TCU game this past year is a good embodiment of what this guy is all about, what he's going to bring to the table, just what type of grown man strength this guy has. And, you love the versatility. I mean, this is a guy that you can move him inside, play zero tech. Maybe that's not ideal, but it's a guy that can line up head up over the guard, in between the guard and tackle, as like a, 2-3 technique. Tyree Wilson, this has just become a huge man crush for me. And if you listen to Dan Campbell was interviewed on the Rich Eisen show yesterday, Campbell was saying he's got a few man crushes in this draft, and I assume Tyree Wilson's one of them. I assume Devin Witherspoon's another one, because he asked him, Dan Campbell, what he was looking for, or if there's any man crushes in this draft, because Hutchinson was last year, and Dan Campbell described a guy that, the game it looks like the game really means a lot to him, plays hard, just puts a lot of high quality, plays on film. And to me, Tyree Wilson and Devin Witherspoon really fit that description. But yeah, I mean, I've tried to watch as much tape on Tyree Wilson I can. This dude, stud, beast, monster, whatever adjective you want to use to describe this guy. This dude just, is he started his career at Texas A&M, has just, gotten better and better in the last two seasons at Texas Tech, just phenomenal. Even though the numbers aren't there, this guy has just been so disruptive, just been a dominant force on the Texas Tech defense. And, teams have really, had to make sure they schemed away from him and just made sure that they were blocking this guy. But, that's the report today. That's the rumor that the Lions do want Tyree Wilson. And, boy, it would be a great pick, especially if they just, especially if they could sit there with the 6th pick in the draft and get him, not having to give up any assets to move up and get this guy. So, it would be awesome if they could just sit back with the number 6 pick and select a player like Tyree Wilson. It'd be awesome. Obviously, I think Witherspoon's in play. Maybe Van Ness from Iowa is another guy that the Lions really like as well. I think his play really embodiments what Dan Campbell described and what Brad Holmes is looking for as well. But like most Lions fans says, and if you listen to Detroit Sports Talk, a lot of people do trust Brad Holmes to make the right decision in this case. Brad Holmes, there's reports out from many people that the Lions, scouting staff is, one of the best in football, and Brad Holmes is, certainly make a case as one of the best GMs in the National Football League. So, exciting news there for me. Someone who really likes Tyree Wilson, someone who thinks he does have a higher upside than Will Anderson. That is, it's very exciting news that the Lions really do like him, and it sounds like he's had a couple workouts with the Lions. So, the only thing that's lacking, I know people have touched on, for some reason he doesn't have the best first step. So hopefully this is something they can coach. Especially when his first step's not great when his hands are in the ground, but when he's standing up, he does get off the snap a little quicker. When he's playing in a true stand up, when he's rushing on the outside. So yeah, I just wanted to touch on that. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how the fans, that is a good point. It was raised on Detroit Sports Talk, what the fans would think of, the Lions taking Tyree Wilson. I think a lot of fans, are really honed in on taking Jalen Carter or taking Will Anderson, but the bottom line is the Lions are in a good chance to draft at least one of those three guys, which is just a huge win, for the Lions, especially, this is pretty much a bonus pick. I mean, obviously they earned it through trading Matthew Stafford, but it is kind of like just an extra fun pick. Thanks for tuning in to Big Time Football Talk. Make sure to stay tuned for more episodes and clips from the show. Till next time, peace.